Excellent. I love it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And I think I'm in Hearthstone now.
It says you are in app.
Oh, it's certainly loading. Yeah, I might have to close the
Dude,
client.
loading this thing up, it glitched out so hard for me so many times.
Yeah, right. All right, let's just Alt-Tab out of there. I said...
Which is shameful because it's Blizzard. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Like, I know you want it to work for your phones and shit, but make it work for the computer.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb.
Great sign that Hearthstone.exe is not running properly right now. Not that
Yeah.
all this like 3 hours ago, but whatever.
Also, you have to pay to enter the arena? That's dumb.
I forget how that works.
You can either earn the monies, the gold, or you can enter the arena by paying actual monies.
Wasn't it the way? Isn't it? Oh no! The way it used to be is you have to pay 150 coins or whatever, right?
Yeah, so you can still do it that way.
Okay. Oh, so
maybe it's just been a long time
since to make it doable.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just been a long time since I played and I don't remember how this works.
Yeah, there's definitely been that for me. So,
it's
hey everybody,
literally been over a year.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, hi guys.
Yeah, if there's people here, I don't know if there's people here, but we are streaming now.
Are we?
Yeah, it's live.
To like a couple people. It's live to like 5 people who watch our streams.
You know what? That is 5 people I didn't know watched the stream, so that's neat.
I was probably exaggerating.
Hey, you know what? We got 3 and I accidentally tested it earlier today, so I'm going to count that as a win.
Hey.
So welcome.
I still have caps.
This is it's 2 more tryhards. We've got one of the regulars and one of the not so regulars running the show while Peter is in Disneyland, and we're playing Hearthstone.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna log into my own stream and watch myself just to make sure that it's actually working.
That's what I was about to do.
Don't accuse us of cheating. As long as I can.
Because it's not.
All right. So we are playing Hearthstone. Morgan, are you able to spectitate me? I don't know why I said that phrase.
Give me a second. Spectitate. Jumping in. Oh, hanging out in the main menu.
Me.
I can't spectate. I can standard duel or wild you.
Maybe I should hop in a game. Is that how you spectate?
Maybe.
All right. So I was looking earlier.
We know how to do this.
We're just gonna enter standard, start from the bottom, and make it to legend using just a classic deck.
Ooh.
I don't have.
This sounds horrible.
I know, right? But it'll be a good assessment of how well we're able to assess barrier of entry and skill level. I know how to play this game. I'm not good.
I am watching your face.
Well, I know. My face is on this screen.
It's so crazy.
I feel so official. I'm
Do you?
in picture now. Yeah. So we'll get you spectating in just a second. So what class do you want to run? I already looked through. I have all of the cards for the classic decks for Priest and Warlock, but none of the others.
Let's do. Okay, so you have all the ones for Priest and Warlock, but none of the others. So let's do it with.
None of them are full, so if we'd have to like fill gaps in the cards.
What's your shittiest one?
The shittiest one? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably Mage. Let's see how many cards I got in that list.
Really?
No, 29. Well, I mean just in terms of number of cards that I'm missing.
Oh, okay.
One card from Classic Mage. Why are we struggling here?
Okay. Just real quick, hit me. Oh, I found it earlier. Oh yeah, it's in the quest log.
Yeah.
Hit me with your quest log. I want to see like your levels across board.
Okay. My game might have frozen. I'm not sure.
No.
Yep.
It looks real fucked up on this side.
It super froze.
Nice.
So this is a great start.
I like it.
Okay, so we are quitting. We're going to try loading that back in. So my quest log, I have play a certain amount of standard games to unlock some new character, new skin for whatever class it is. I'm not sure. And something else for I think one release ago. I don't think I actually have any quests for the newest one currently.
Okay.
It's good to see you again.
Okay,
I have
here's my quest.
Twitch up on the side, and I'm moderating.
Okay, nice.
Okay, yeah, all your quests, cool.
So beat down, just deal damage. Defeat 10 monsters as the tracker. Not sure what that means, but it's.
I still don't get that one, but that's fine.
I think that's for one of the PvE adventures. I'm not sure. And then win 10 games of standard play, which pretty sure we're gonna do, right? Yeah.
I hope so. I hope we don't eat that much ass, but we'll see.
Okay, so we are going to make a deck.
No, go back.
Oh, no.
Go back.
Oh, I see what you mean.
There's a little back one. No, not in there. Get out of there. At the very front page with the box, where it's showing you the box, there's a little like topography marker, like a compass.
That guy.
Yeah, and it's your quest log, and it shows you your levels across board. So, holy fuck, you are such a high level. See, when you said you didn't have all the cards for things, I thought you were, like, really low level, but you've just really, like, gone ham in, like, just a couple areas.
Pretty much. So, yeah, I have a really good... I'll go through chunks of time where I'll play this game for about a month or so. I'll play it a lot, and I'll get up to... I think my highest rank is 12, maybe. No, that's way too high. I don't remember. But yeah, I had a fun shaman deck I like to use. I had a fun rogue deck.
Yeah, I see that.
And warrior. I started hunter and stuck there. My lowest are definitely mage and druid. So if we want to see like how well I can get something up, then that'd be a good way to do it.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. I say let's go with mage because it's I don't know. What do you think?
Throw up your log again one more time.
Which thing?
Never mind. So mage or paladin, were those your two lowest?
Mage and
druid. So I've leveled 20 to mage, and I actually really enjoy mage. Mage and rogue are probably two of my favorites.
Yeah.
My collective level's like only 99. So, yeah. So my lowest is druid. Or not lowest, but my lowest is druid. Let's fuck around with some druid.
Okay, let's do it. So
and let's really be bad.
Let's be bad.
Yeah, I like being bad.
Okay,
we're trying hard, is what it is.
We are trying so hard, and now we're just gonna auto replace whatever two cards it gives me. Because that feels.
Yep, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. So we have an option here, and are you able to spectate me from where I'm at right now, or do I have to be in game?
Well, I'm actually on Twitch right now, spectating you that way.
That'll work.
Yep.
Okay, so
it's kind of what I thought.
For replacing, we need the Ancient of War does that. I like the idea of switching into legendary.
I don't know. The 1/1 grubs would be good.
Yeah, 7/1/1 grubs and the druid deck. I don't know enough about the druid deck to know if that would really work.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna go with legendary.
I'm gonna jump in. And see what druid basic decks are allowed in standard building.
I already picked the legendary.
No, I know. Shapeshift is the hero power. +1 attack, +1 armor.
Right.
So +1 attack this turn, +1 armor total. Scenarios.
I think given that, taking Baron Geddon, or Geddon, however it is, Peter will correct us later, or call us out on Twitter, I'm not sure. Since I can give myself a little bit of armor and some of my guys are pretty good, that might be useful, even though I take my own hit. What do you think? Or we can do the 7/1/1 grubs guy.
I just like saying 7/1/1 grubs, but Baron Geddon, it's like Armageddon. At the end of turn, deal 2 damage to all other characters. It could be good. It could be worth it.
Yeah.
Especially for a 7. The one thing I don't like about the Violet Worm is that it's an 8. So yeah, I would go Baron Geddon.
High cost. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Low. And
we definitely know what we're doing, guys. So if you want to hit us up in chat and say how shitty we're doing, we won't mind.
Yeah. Go right ahead. We will happily take some tips and tricks. I have a whopping 3 wins with the druid in standard. Just in case anybody was curious. Yeah, I'm quite good. I'm pretty good at this game. Also, as a side note, you know how you should never eat a bag of Starburst jelly beans?
Yeah.
By pouring out all of the Starburst jelly beans on the table in front of you, because then you're suddenly aware of how many have been in there every time you've just downed a pack or two.
Ooh.
It's startling. All right.
That was not a good call on your part. Fortress!
Protect the wild.
All right.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Can we just fight with honor and protect the wild at the same time? I feel like these two
Nope.
theologies are... Oh, okay. I guess we're...
Nope, one or the other. Deal 3 damage to a minion, or 1 damage and draw a card.
Yeah.
Draw a card. It's the legendary. We got a legendary.
It's gonna be good. Oh,
It's gonna
what
be
the
so
heck?
good.
Baku the monster.
No
What?
turn.
Whoa! What is this? I don't like this.
I don't really know what's happening, but it's
Neither.
fine.
He just got an extra boost to his hero power. Oh, that's some
Well, little
bullshit.
bitch.
This is level 1.
Start a game
This is
if
the
your deck has
first
only
game.
one. I didn't even get to read what it said.
Sorry. If your deck has only odd cost cards, upgrade your hero power. So now he gets 2 Silverhand recruits for 2. That's fucking Smurf.
That's a cool beast.
I know. He's got a 1/3.
Did you call him a Smurf?
I did.
Wait, are we playing online?
Yeah, dude. This is ranked.
Oh shit! Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Let's get it.
I'm gonna go with card draw. Well, yeah. Hold on. We are working this together. So we've got 2 cost card draw, which I like the idea. We've got limited options.
You
for
like the idea?
turns. Hey, shut up!
Shut your mouth.
All right, I'm gonna go. With this.
Hope you like my invention.
Yeah.
So the reason I did that is
I don't
we
know
have
what's going.
limited options for the next couple turns in terms of what we've got in the hand. We've got something to do damage here. With the 2 costs to do 3 damage or to do 1 damage. But this guy will up spell damage a little bit. They are,
Just kidding. You just fucked our character.
he's super dead.
Just kidding. You just fucked our character. Oh, I'm so loud on stream versus you. Holy shit.
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and turn your volume down a little bit over here.
Please do. I'm a monster.
Okay, that should hopefully help. Keep talking.
I'm a monster. Test 1. Test
Yeah,
2.
you're good. That should be better. Yeah, you're down to like 30%.
That's much better. Yeah.
Oh, so
You're still very quiet in comparison.
That's. I spent so long trying to fix that today. I don't know if there's gonna be much I can do.
Put the microphone in your mouth.
Yeah, I should do that. I'm just gonna do this right here and just eat this mic.
Okay. Jeebus. I really regret not having the worm now.
I don't even know if we're gonna last long enough to get that worm out. Is the thing.
That's what she said.
Oh my. Oh dear.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we have
go
one
for the
move.
Card draw, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take out
But we
one
take a
of his
damage.
1/1s, and then I'll just do this and go for that guy.
Deal 2 damage or silence minion. There's no point in silencing a minion right now.
Well, we'll see if maybe we'll get something next round. We'll see.
Maybe. I guess we'll see. Yikes. This is already ass.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Hearthstone, everybody. This is gonna be good.
Jordan, I think you could turn me down like another 20, or not 20, to like 10%.
Okay.
Maybe
You're
even
down.
15.
You are down to 15% of user volume in Discord, so I don't know if that's actually changing anything.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah, that
Let
sounds
me-
better.
yeah, that's way better. Holy shit.
Sweet, good. I just have to nearly mute you for some reason because of how this works.
That's-
All
You know, it's no big deal.
right, I can silence
Okay.
somebody. I can silence that Divine Shield, I guess.
I was gonna say, yeah, that would at least be something. What are the other cards? What do we got? So we got 2
Actually-
5s of the same kind.
Yeah, I like this.
Transform into a 4/4 with charge or 4/6 with taunt.
Yeah, I like the idea of having a 4/6 with taunt since he's got nothing but
That's
squishes right
what
now.
I was thinking actually.
let's do
Yeah.
that.
Shall I strike?
A lot of choices all of a sudden. This
Big
is
ol'
a
bear.
new dynamic for this game. Is it a bear? It looks like a dire wolf or something.
He's it's his bear form, is what the card said. So I don't know.
Druid of the Claw. Okay. Well, all right.
Oh God, I'm an idiot. I reduced my.
Is that is?
No, I reduced yours. Not mine. I'm just still notoriously quiet for some reason.
Oh yikers!
Is my audio
Oh,
still coming
no.
through in the stream?
Let me double check. Yep, it is.
Okay, good.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we're about the same level,
Oh,
which is great.
super.
Reporting
Excellent.
for duty.
Great.
Yeah,
This is what we
he done-
needed.
He done.
I
done
need the
fucking
card
us.
swipe. That's the card I need, and I don't know if it's in this deck.
Is there a card that is the equivalent to just tossing the chessboard off the table? Is that a card? Do we have that card?
I don't
Where
I
shall
don't think so.
strike?
I know
Damn it.
that I want the card Raigeki that was in Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
Oh man, we're doing some serious callback. Like
No, I know
Damn,
that was a
serious
deep
card
that was the
callbacks.
deepest cut.
that was.
I still think about that card when I
play.
play Magic. Also, why'd you give them all taunt? That feels unnecessary, sir.
This paladin is just relentlessly pushing it
Yep,
in us,
he
and it
is.
is not. It is not a comfortable feeling.
Not quite.
Wow!
Reporting for duty.
Wow! Wow!
Well,
wow.
I'm just gonna do another make my guy bigger and get taunt, I guess. Because those are my
I mean,
options.
I'm-
There it is.
I'm down for
That's the
that.
card. That's the one.
Swipe. Yes. But wait, do we have like a 3 to play after that? We don't, do we? Or is
No.
this an 8? Is this our 8 turn?
This is not our 8 turn, but this is what we
Okay. All right. Do it. Run it.
And now we can just go straight for the face.
I like
For the
this.
wild.
Yeah. I did a thing.
Face.
So, if he gets something big out, I'll be able to silence it next turn.
Why didn't you play Wrath? What was
The light
Wrath?
dims,
That was a 2.
but we
It was
fight.
a 2 jewel thingus. Taunt and Divine Jeebus. Why?
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we could have done 3 damage. Oh, to a minion or 1 damage to draw a card. That still could have been kind of helpful, I guess.
Yeah, he
Oh, we
did-
do have-
after we
oh,
used
no,
swipe, he
armor's
didn't have any
gone.
minions left. Oh, sick. Speaking of swipe, got another
Oh
one.
no!
I'm actually going to hold on to that
Must-
just in case
must
he
we-
does summon more next turn. And
But-
I'm going to silence his Divine Shield with this guy.
But it's also a shield, so wouldn't it automatically take damage no matter what? So like the Divine Shield doesn't really help. Like
He
it's
won't
kinda
take damage
redundant.
from this. It's either it's deal 2 damage or silence a minion. So I am
Alright.
going to silence him.
Okay.
So I've got that guy. I
Shut
can
your
still,
damn mouth.
Yeah, I'm
Oof.
going to just swipe again just to get everything out.
Wait.
Nope.
Before you do that,
Okay. Or do I get another creature? What do you think?
I was gonna say I was thinking creature at this point, like a Chillwind Yeti, because we don't have anything to protect us, and
Yeah.
he can down that one creature with a single turn.
That's very true. I got something beefy.
Yeah.
And then we'll save that
Plus he
for
still
next
has
turn
this
because he's probably going
stupid-ass
to get
hammer.
another 2 Silverhand recruits out.
Presumably, at the very least.
And that'll do 3 damage if you got something bigger. Oh, super. Is that a battle cry? Is that gonna
Cool.
be? That's
That's
gonna
great.
stay
No,
on
this is
field.
perfect. Freezing enemy. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Fuck you, guy.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Owie. Owie.
The most I've been punished on early Hearthstone.
Yeah,
Like
right?
early on in a match. It's been
Yikes.
a while.
Yeah,
Well-
hit that swipe. That
Yeah, swipe is going to be the best bet, and I'll follow it up with Wrath, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll have 5. What? Or are we out of 5s? Yeah, no, you'd have to follow it up with
Yeah.
Wrath. Yeah, swipe and Wrath it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Welcome
How
to
many
More
damage?
Tryhards,
4
where
damage
we
to 1, yeah.
try so hard and get so far, but realize in the end that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, shit. Oh, I could play. No, can't do that. Just kidding.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You can still do the draw a card thingy, right? Yeah, 1
Yeah.
damage and draw a card.
No, we'll have cards to play next turn, so I'm going to make sure I can take out one of these guys. And
Oh, I didn't realize you still had minions left. My bad.
yeah, wasn't
Might be.
so I will go straight for the face.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's like that boom boom pow, you know?
Yeah. Them paladins jacking my style.
Style?
Reporting for duty.
You eating nuts?
No, I'm eating jelly beans. We talked about this, remember?
Okay. Well, we talked about jelly beans. That didn't mean that you had jelly beans right now.
But I do.
But now I see that you do. And just straight through that shield because
Yep.
no one cares about. Oh, no,
Yes.
there it is. Okay.
Well, neat.
Hey, cool. This is fun. This is a fun game.
Well, hey, this might be useful. Just to
Yeah.
get a big old taunt boy.
Attack. Taunt boy. +5 health and taunt.
Mm-hmm.
We also could have gone like super attack too, but that would have been.
Yeah, but I like that taunt boy because he's going to be harder to take out. with
Taunt
his little
boy.
1/1s. I say now, he's probably just going to drop one card and smash him.
Yeah, he's gonna figure something out and just Hulk smash us.
Yeah.
Real hard. Although his hand's the same size as ours, so I was like, oh, he doesn't know that much. That was a bad call on my
Maybe
part.
he just screwed himself and now he can't do anything. Yeah, 5 damage.
Boy, don't I wish.
Reporting for duty.
Oofed.
Yeah,
that.
fucking course.
Oh jeez.
Well,
Oh jeez.
GG.
Bye. Bye, Taunt.
Well, that was a good first round.
We had a good run. It was a
did.
good time. That's it for us at 2 more tryhards.
Yep. Good thing we didn't say we're going to play until we lose.
Yeah, wowzers. Oh, season chest. Oh, if only
Gonna
we
get
got a
there.
win.
Definitely going to get there.
That's what I imagine the horns making the sound of. Click to continue.
All right, let's go again.
Again, again, again.
I'm
Can't
sure
play
we
the
will
custom
do
mage,
exactly
can't play the
that.
custom ranged. In standard, the newest sets are in play, so you don't have to learn all the old cards. You dummy.
No, but I only know the new cards. Or the old cards. That's what I meant.
Yep. Oh no, Rexar, which really sounds like Reptar to me.
I think that every time, and I would rather it be Reptar.
Same. There might be some like copyright bullshit.
Yeah, I guess. This feels,
I would.
Yeah.
I would put Baron getting away right
Yeah.
now. Because
Innervate
the
and Wild
others
Growth
are-
will be a pretty decent combo.
ooh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I like our starting hand so far. This is good.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and we got the coin.
Yep.
It's for real, dog.
Ow! He done poked me.
My thanks to you.
Alright, so I'm thinking Innervate right into the Wild Growth. Give us 1 extra mana crystal.
What does Wild Growth do again?
It gives me an empty mana crystal, so instead of having I'll have
Oh,
3
yeah.
next turn instead of 2.
What about the gold coin? Doesn't that help you out as well?
That gives me 1 additional mana crystal this turn.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So I can use that next turn and get out a Chillwind
Ignore
Yeti.
me.
I can get out Chillwind Yeti on turn 2.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, me too. Or Keeper of the Grove. If he gets something decent out with like 2 health, I can just ping it right away. That'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, I mean, he has a 1/1 out, and his like
guessing
skill
he's
is
gonna-
direct damage to you.
Oh, okay, Warlock.
One shot.
Says Reptar. I hate Elven Archers so much.
Right.
They're
what do
so
you think?
sleepy.
Chillwind Yeti or Keeper of the Grove.
I think Keeper of the Grove would be the smarter move right now because Chillwind Yeti is like the bombastic. Hey, look what we did. What is the Scarecrow? What does the Scarecrow do?
His
On
death
the
rattle.
far left.
Actually, that could be good too.
Summon a 2/1 damage golem for a death rattle. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
leaning more that way.
That'll
to
be good,
completely
just
honest.
since we are at a disadvantage as far as creatures go. Or minions. Wrong game.
Minions. Oh, cool! It's got a little death rattle insignia now.
Yeah.
That's good because before I don't recall them having that.
I'm pretty sure he's playing classic Hunter. 'Cause
I think he is,
I recognize
yeah.
this deck.
Yeah, he also has like the basic backed cards, so I
Yeah.
don't think he's super. He or she actually. This particular Reptar is not particularly experienced. And death rattle, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
Now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do. I love it. I love that
got their,
moment of like, oh shit, what do I?
Oh, sacrifice your Murloc.
No, bad call. You should have done the other thing.
Ooh, that could be fun. If I pop out Chillwind Yeti and then use the coin to get that, that'll give me a nice little extra attack right to the mouth.
Claw. Ooh, that'd be dope as
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Corn. Claw.
Claw.
Attack your face.
Job's done.
Boop-a-da-boop.
So yeah, next turn. If he
Baba-da-boopy.
summons anything good, like something with a good effect, I'll silence it. But otherwise, I think I'm going to do Chillwind Yeti again. Unless
I'm down. Yeah.
Unless I top
No, I
deck
think that sounds
something.
really good.
Yep, gonna silence that boy.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah. I hate those things
I do
so
like
much.
the way he's sacking his little boys.
Yeah. No, that sounds gross.
Yeah, I need
you
to-
might want to rephrase that.
Yeah, I bet. All that McElroy-based content need to.
No,
What do we think? Go for the monkey or go for the face?
At this point, I'd say go for the face. What?
Yeah.
I mean, the monkey's silenced. Isn't he silenced
Yeah.
endlessly?
Yeah,
Then
so
just
he won't
start
have time.
smacking the bitch up.
Smack.
Job's done.
What did the Yeti say to the face?
What did the four Yetis say to the face?
Death. That sounds like how you die.
Womp womp.
Oh.
Oh, with charge. That's it's an immediate, and he can take out that Yeti and still have some.
Don't hurt my Yeti.
No, he can't.
He could
Yeah,
take
he
out the Yeti.
And still have some health, which would be
Unless he's-
fine actually.
Unless he's just
Oh
gonna
no,
go
not
with
our
the-
armor. Please no. Yep, there it goes.
You know,
Okay, cool.
Pity about that Chillwind Yeti.
Yeah, because we don't have another one just waiting. Oh,
Um,
and we can play Wrath.
yeah. What do you think? Do that to his charge guy. Get the card.
I
draw.
would do the. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
We'll do the Yeti. Just boop that
Forget it.
guy.
Forget it, the Yeti.
Ooh.
Boop. Oh, bye
That'll be
bye.
convenient.
Oh ho 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 ho.
Yes,
That's a
please.
big one. That's a big boy.
That's a big old boy.
This is much more favorable for
Yes,
us,
I'm
but we
liking
are
this.
playing like a basic deck versus a basic deck. So there's a slight advantage there. Battle
Mm-hmm.
cry, summon a 1/1 Murloc Scout. Boo. I dislike thee.
He's just, yep. This I don't
Oh,
know that
no.
this gentle person has a ton of
Gentle
experience in the
folk?
game, but I really have no room to judge what for. I have none.
You have some.
I have some.
Oh no, not our armor.
He poked at me.
We're not prepared for this. Stupid.
Ooh, extra armor crystal, mana crystal. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
Might as well play it. That'll just give me.
Get your terminology correct.
Hey, hush,
Yes.
hush.
Hush.
I'm just gonna
Wait,
do that and use
Yeah,
the power.
yeah, that's a whoop. Yep,
Poke.
I would agree with that.
Poke.
For the
Poke.
wilds. Job's done.
And then, oh shit, I was gonna say do the 1/1 Murloc, just to get it out of
Oh.
there, but that's fine.
Yeah, that would have been good. Oops.
That's all right. I don't think the Hunter has much that would really make that better. So if he uses his 1/1 Murloc,
Oh, there's that.
oh, well, yep, there is that. Shit, shit,
I don't remember that.
shitty shit monsters. No, come on, attack your own people. It's more fun that way.
I
more of a challenge.
kind of want to do this just to see what happens. That feels like that.
Summon a 0/8 treasure chest for your opponent. Break it for awesome loot. I mean,
Or maybe wait until next turn. That way I can at least attack.
I was gonna
something.
say use Bark Boy.
Yeah.
Bark Boy is beastly.
Bark Boy first.
Bark Boy first.
Now we'll just take out his
GT
little
Bark Boy.
and that's good.
Little man.
He'll have to burn his. He'll be able to take out Bark Boy in 2 turns with his commander, but
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But
to-
still.
to waste that divine shield will be good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now I'm curious to see if he's going to waste his boar on Bark Boy. He totally is. Okay.
Yep.
Well, all right.
He's trying.
He's not
He or
listening.
she is trying. This
Mhm.
person's trying. Try folk. Oh my gosh! Please put out more Bark Boy. Damn it.
No. I want to know what this treasure chest does since I have an 8 attacker.
Oh, you can break it with Bark
Yes,
Boy.
I can.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought the opponent had to break it. Break it with Bark
Oh,
Boy.
I just
Bye-bye.
get to replace your hand with legendary minions. Ooh.
I like this.
Yeah,
This is fun.
that's a boy I can get behind.
And then punch the face with the Yeti Boy.
And then I'll give myself a little bit of armor.
We got
And then
Bark Boy.
and then just
We
freaking
got
treasure.
Yeti Boy. And we got Sword
got
Boy.
Sword Boy. Sword Boy done did a good thing.
Sword Boy, you're a smart boy.
Yeah.
Smartest boy of the bunch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think Bark Boy might be the smartest boy in the bunch. Look at that face.
Bark Boy looks kind of dumb though.
No, you don't get that good of a tree beard, no pun intended, without being.
Oh,
a
I
smart
thought that
boy.
was supposed to be entirely punny. So well done.
Yeah. Let's see what this
Okay,
does.
well, yeah, I want to do this. What you do?
Ooh.
Oh, it's a 6/6. Holy damn!
That sounds
Goblin
fun.
bombs. Goblin bombs.
All right, I need to clear off a little bit of
What's the one to the right?
space.
No, the
Your
2.
healing
What's
is
the 2?
doubled. Well, that's okay.
We don't really.
then this
have
guy.
That, so.
What to do?
That-
Recruit a 1, 2, and 3 attack. That's great.
That actually does
Yeah,
sound kind of
but-
great.
Bomber Boy.
I want to know what bomb. I think that's a lay. No, I can't tell. Goblin person.
Gomer Bob.
I'm gonna clear
It's supposed to be
myself a space
Bomber.
for whatever
Bomber
4
Goblin.
goblins it's gonna give me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fun.
Time waits for no
Oh no. Well, I might as well win.
On guard.
So that bomb deals 2 damage to the
Womp.
enemy hero. In hindsight, I
Yep.
was that dick who played his legendary just because he could instead of me.
Yup. You sure were.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to know what it did.
I get that, but our opponent sure didn't.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
Womp
our
womp.
opponent's watching the stream right now. Maybe they just got to watch them
Maybe.
be famous.
yeah, every time you win and or lose, you should just like pump the stream. Just be like, hey, you want to see this game again? Watch this stream. Know what you could have done better or worse.
You like how I did that thing that was really rude? You want to watch me do it again?
Malfurion.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
will fight.
Uther Lightbringer.
Ether wild.
Oh, sweet! This is good. This is really
I
good.
like
actually.
this. I like
Got the
this.
same starting combo
I'm
as last
thinking
turn.
Geomancer, go away. I don't see the point
sorry,
in it right
I
now.
did.
We
I
have
did move a
turned
little
our
too fast.
thirst
No,
into
what's
our
with these
strength.
legendaries that give fucking?
Dang, son.
So now he can do it for 1. Is this the same guy?
No.
No, it's the other side of that same card. If you've got even
Your
cost
deck is-
cards, it lowers the
Even
cost of
cost
your
cards
card.
your starting hero. Oh, that's cool, I guess.
Neat, or whatever. So let's see.
I'm so glad my headset has a mute function because I just sneezed and it would have been horrendous on
Oh,
stream.
thank you. Oh no! Oh wow, that was fast. Going quick.
Time waits for no one.
Boop.
Do the things.
I did. So now I got an extra mana crystal, and we'll have the coin, so I can actually get both Novice Engineer and Kobold Geomancer out next turn, and that might be useful. Especially the card draw. Ooh, Wrath. Nice. I'm gonna hold on to that because he's gonna get more of his guys. So
Yep.
I'm gonna coin
Oh, definitely.
into that
I hope you like
first.
my invention.
I like it.
Ooh,
I like
nice.
it.
That'll be helpful next turn.
Disc good. Oh, I love that card.
I know.
Especially his voice.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you want me killed. Ah, I could have done that better.
Yeah, that's alright.
Also, I don't
I
think that
still-
was the right card.
I still believe in you. Yeah, I don't think it was either, but that's okay. It's okay. I make lamb. Sinjin Shieldmaster.
No other streams on Twitch are going to have such good not How I Met Your Mother, Jesus. My Big Fat Greek Wedding references.
How I Met Your Mother, comma Jesus.
Surprise, Jesus is your mom.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Or you met Mary.
I've got an interesting idea. He's got his weird jailer to give him more of his silver hand recruits, and I don't super want him to do that. And I just got
Yeah, I don't
Keeper
like
of the
it.
Grove, which I can silence that guy, so he can't get
Yeah.
3 extra guys, and I kind of like that idea.
Okay. I mean, I'm open to it. You could also deal 4 damage or 2 damage. Why don't you just use Wrath? It's a lower cost.
Because it only does it to 1 minion, and I don't want his creature to get destroyed because he's got Death Rattle.
Oh, shoot.
And if I
okay, didn't see
silence
the
him, then
death
he doesn't
rattle.
get... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and silence him.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Do that thing. Do the thing that you mentioned earlier.
And now I'm just going to go straight for the face with these 2.
I like it. Faced.
He did
By
not
the
like that I
holy
did that.
light.
He was not pleased with that.
No. His poor face.
Oh, that was rude. That was very rude.
Oh, no. Oh, bye. Bye, everybody. Wow. Well, I mean,
Could have been
can't say
worse.
he wasn't prepared.
Oh, nice. That'll be
Yeah.
helpful. So we got swipe.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till he gets something a little stronger out to use that because I can get
Yeah,
rid
oh,
of his own
definitely.
ones, and I'm gonna play
Just throw out the taunt.
my shield master.
Bingo!
Shield master. Hmm.
Really,
Alright.
really,
Oh, wow. That was quick.
that feels excessive.
Reporting for duty.
Hammer of Wrath. Punch. Punch. I mean, the positive portion of this is that it was only 3 damage versus what could have been 5 plus.
Yeah, exactly. So
So-
I'm gonna throw out the ogre. Yeah, I'm gonna throw out the ogre. Feels like the best
Yeah.
move right now. Because if I
think
don't got
so. Yeah,
minions,
'cause
I
we
get
can't-
hit in the face.
We can't do Swipe and Wrath, so we should just do
Yeah.
Ogre. No, we could have done Swipe and Wrath.
We could
Oh, well,
have.
fuck it.
But
I thought one was a 3.
if he gets something decent out, being able to do 7 damage to one guy is gonna be really helpful.
It does have a lot of cards. So.
We're at least gonna
Yikers.
get a six.
This curse
There it
has
is.
become our greatest
Let me
strength.
think. Yup.
Okay. So he's just a
Very
big
good.
guy right now.
He's a big boy.
I'm definitely gonna swipe him. I think
Yeah, I would swipe.
yes. I'm
I
gonna
would
I'm gonna
swipe.
swipe into Wrath.
Yep. Deal 4 damage to enemy, and
Yep.
yep.
And then 1 damage.
And then Wrath,
Draw a
yep.
card. And then go 6 to the face. Nice.
Boop.
Bark,
Oh, we got Bark
Bark
Boy.
Boy for next round and Innervate just cause.
I like it.
And I'm also gonna
That
do
was
this.
that was kind of wasteful.
For the wild.
Oh, there we go. Okay, no, all right.
You were saying
You
I
done
have
good.
1 armor now. I don't know what you're talking about.
You done good, boyo. Although there's a lot of cards over on his side. I'm a little fearful.
Me too.
I'm shaking in my boots.
If we can do the Bark Boy to Sword Boy combo again, that could be good.
I like that. That was a good one.
The only thing is I
But we
don't
have to have
any
cards in our hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Still, having the 2 of them on the field in general will be good, especially next to Ogre Boy.
It is pleasant. I will not.
What is
This I will not
what is
deny.
Rush?
This is not good.
No way.
Lifesteal. It's a band. Duh.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Lifesteal Rush. These words I do not understand.
I kind of want to Wrath that guy just in case. No, I get Bark Boy out. No question.
Bark Boy.
Yeah. I don't know why I even hesitate.
I don't know either. So, kill Lifesteal?
Yeah.
Just, I don't trust it. I
How
don't
much-
like
How
it.
much does that guy cost? He only costs 2, so he's not going to do a lot. I'm guessing Lifesteal, whatever damage he does,
Damage
he puts
dealt
back.
also heals your hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. Heals his hero? Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah, get that out of here. What does the guy in the middle do? Or the guy on
Death Rattle to draw a
the
card.
left? Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Does something when it dies. Thank you.
God dang it.
Change all the minions to 1 health. That was a very good call. That was a really wowzers.
I'm real mad about that. That was not fun.
Yep. That's a little salty after that one.
Yeah, me too. Not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Oh, taunt?
I feel like Taunt and Wrath might be
9.
good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning with.
Yeah. Plus, then I'll be able to use the hero
Thank
power.
you. Where
Yep.
shall I start?
Yep.
Taunt. And then let's do 1 damage and draw a card to his Silverhand Recruit.
Yep.
Because I don't want him to get an extra card before his next turn.
That's fair.
Oh,
boop?
that'll be good.
For the
Oh,
wild.
yay. I like that card. That's a good one.
Cool. So then if need be,
Boop?
We won't quite be able to break his treasure chest if we get Sword Boy out next turn.
Sword boy.
But we will be able to hero power, so that'll be good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Brum, 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 brum.
I'll cut some down to size.
I don't like that.
No, no,
No. Crap. Crap.
Super stop
awful.
it! Holy wowzers! No, bad.
You know
Boo.
what Hearthstone didn't need? Hearthstone did not need lifelink,
Reporting for
Blizzard.
duty.
I know that it's like a common mechanic in these games, but come on.
That's grody.
It's real.
Yikes.
Not a fan of that one bit.
Oh, wait. We gotta think about this now
I know,
because
I
that
know.
was a game changer. What's the 5 other one? Transform into a 4/4 with charge.
Yeah.
Or a 4/6 with taunt.
He's going to
Just
take out
so we can
either
get
of
that
them.
off. Yeah, just do a 4/4 with charge so we can at least get that fucking lifesteal off the board.
Yeah. Then there'll be that guy.
Um,
He'll be good. He won't be able to get us next round, but
No,
yeah, I need
but
the armor, and that guy is not going to be helpful right now.
so
Yeah, so let's charge and get that guy off the
Where
field.
shall I strike?
Yeah,
Ugh,
because
it's an awful move.
we don't want him to keep healing 7 health every time. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, thankfully it caps at his max health.
Oh, good.
Time waits for
Do
no one.
Yeah, I don't
For
want
the
to take
wild.
any extra damage. I don't have to.
Job done.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah. Wow. I mean, at the very least, well played.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can't be so salty, but
Oh, that's not good.
still-
Oh crap.
oh no.
That's,
Oh no.
that's not a good thing.
Oh no. Stop that.
Well, butts.
As in, we got handed ours, yes.
Yeah, we got that butt handed.
But
Well,
hand.
let's just do this.
Sword boy.
Yeah, let's go, Sword Boy.
One for all and all for me.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be. Oh, mother. That was just rude.
Yeah. Get it.
Holy
The
What's
thing is,
Claw do again?
when he attacks again, he's gonna be able to attack with Master Chest.
I love it.
Yeah,
I hope he does.
yeah.
What
use
does
Claw-
Claw do again?
It gives me 2 attack and 2 armor. Not like that's gonna do a whole lot of good.
It's gonna do a lot.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I'm
do-
just gonna go for the face.
It's, I mean,
Yeah,
at this
that's all we
point,
can do.
what else you gonna do?
Yep. Gotta throw up the well played, because it
Well
is.
Yeah, no,
well
it's
played.
good.
Cat
good
warrior.
dex synergy.
You're a good warrior. You know what?
As
I
a
respect.
paladin.
No,
Holly.
why couldn't you just go for my face? I was gonna say I respect the play, but no, you just had to do it.
Kill us with the chest. Kill us with the chest. Oh no, okay.
I really wanted
That's
to get
fair.
killed with that chest.
I really
That's
did
what
too.
he said.
Yeah, yeah, that is. You can't
Oh,
lose stars
hey.
at this rank. Yeah.
Fancy gold.
Reward.
Oh, neat.
Because I think you hit level 20, right?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, ooh,
And
a
I got
beatdown.
coins, yeah.
Monies.
hmm
You got the monies.
So about that quest to win 10 games of Standard. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if
know.
don't know if that one's gonna happen.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Malfurion versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay,
I must
let's see what we got
protect
here.
The wild.
I'm going first. I'll be able to use Wild Growth on turn 2. That'll be helpful.
I'll show you some wild growth.
Yeah. Great. Sounds good. Does it help me win?
My boys be growing so big these days.
I
All,
think I'm
all my
gonna
children.
Nix
Like
Druid
that
of the Claw.
ABC trauma.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, I'm gonna nix Druid of the Claw.
All my children. It was like a soap opera. No, nothing. Okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
Okay. I don't.
That's fine. I'm fine. Oh, good. Traded a 5 for a 6. That's what
Yeah,
we
that was
like.
helpful. Well, let's just go ahead and end
Oh,
that
that's
turn.
not bad.
Yeah.
I guess. You could have done. Oh no, you couldn't have. Never mind. Just kidding. Forget it. Forget I said anything.
Okay.
Ignore me. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, is this the same person who did Classic Hunter before?
Not a river crocolisk. I hate some of the names. I'll be just straight up.
I could just take out his Crocolisk right away.
Not a crocolisk.
No.
Yeah, you could.
No, I'm going to go for the empty mana
mean-
crystal, stall one turn, but then I can get something else. Well, no, I can't do that next turn. No, I'm going to draw a card first.
What about draw? Yeah,
Yeah.
draw a card. Draw a card is always helpful.
Done.
There we go.
Plus, it gives us a 1/1, so it's not bad. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, that's a worthwhile card to have. A worthwhile card to have.
Get a card. No. That's not good.
Oh no!
I don't like
That's
that one bit.
Not ideal. Oh no! Attack the little lady person, because that would be really helpful for you.
Yeah. Well,
Wrath it. Wrath the wolf first.
yeah.
It's just
I
because
I don't
any
None of that.
if he puts anything next to it, it's going to get more attack, right?
And we'll
Yeah,
just,
that's
we'll
not a
just
good
go ahead and attack him.
Yeah. Faced.
To my side.
Super. Charge is exactly what I wanted him to get.
I like this. This is good things.
Mm-hmm. Making for good TV.
Although it's still really early game. Let's not get too down.
Yep.
You could also swipe.
Yep. Yeah, swipe will only take care of one of them though.
That's true.
No, I'm gonna swipe. I'm gonna swipe and then attack the boar with my novice engineer, just to clear him.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 damage there, 1 there. Boop.
If you're sure.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
And
That's better.
I'm-
I like that.
Yeah.
Job's done.
No, not my face.
Oh no, not the raptors.
Bark boy.
Bark boy.
All right.
Um.
I'm feeling a
Chill
chill
and Yeti time?
Yeah, it's Yeti time. It's
Or
Yeti time.
no, never mind. Yeah, Yeti time. Yeti boy.
We could actually go Yeti time next turn too, and then
Yeti,
use
Yeti,
hero
Yeti,
power,
Yeti, Yeti, Yeti.
or use wild growth, which will get us 1 turn closer to Bark Boy.
Or we could do taunt,
Huh?
which would help the four bark boy. I can't remember what it's called because it's hard to see.
What? You mean that guy?
Nope, that one. Choose one, deal 2. Oh, silence. Damn it! I was
Yep.
thinking of a different card.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's not Taunt Boy.
A fuckaroo.
So, do we want to silence the Taunt Bear, or do we want to get another Yeti Boy?
I was thinking Yeti boy.
Yeah.
I think Yeti boy's a good call.
And I'm going to gain that extra mana crystal.
Yeah.
Because that means
and then
we get-
just smack that bear bitch up.
Yeah. That means we get Bark Boy next turn.
Bark boy.
Bark Boy, Bark, Bark Boy, Bark Boy. That is hard to say.
It's so hard. Bark boy, bark boy, bark boy. Nope.
I've got a
Nope.
heat. God.
Ow. You hurt my
Don't
Yeti.
worry. Bark boy is soon.
Mm-hmm.
Bark boy.
Y'all ready for this? Bump, 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 bark, 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 bark,
Bark, bark,
boy.
bark.
And that was parody, so it was free use.
Job's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Bark Boy, Chill, and Yeti. What's our next turn gonna be? Oh, big beefy ogre man. Oh, cool. This is good. I love this. This is nice.
Yeah. Kind of depends on what he's got in his hand,
Man,
but
he's-
I can get that guy out this turn though. And I don't
Yeah.
know if he's going to sacrifice his 2 other guys to try to get out Bark, or he is. Well,
Well,
his
alright.
beasts
That
no
was
longer have charge.
not wise, but okay.
I mean, as sad as I
Yeah.
am to see Bark Boy go, watching
Bye,
him clear his
Bark
own
Boy.
board, I can recommend that.
Not the worst thing I've seen. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Shield Boy.
Do
Where
Shield
so
Boy.
Shield Boy and what's the other one do that has the silence? It's like silence and something else.
2 damage, so I can do 2 damage to the face.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I'm going to do that.
Especially since we have a couple.
Yeah.
So, no, that's what I would do.
Yep.
Taunt, 2 damage to the face, and then
The
another
attack.
4 damage to the face.
Cool. And then if it gets something decent out, I can silence it next turn and get the Boulder Fist Ogre.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I think we're actually in a
can't
pretty good
silence that,
position
though.
for a possible comeback. Your hero is immune while attacking. That's
Thank
not
God I have taunt.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, so we got 2 turns to get out of the shit, I guess.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. We've got 10 crystals. Do we hope that we top deck something good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to try it.
Because we can still get Boulder Fist Ogre out if we need to.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm willing to try it.
okay. Not quite. Well, let's just go.
That's such a good one.
Well, if we get something,
it.
that does damage next turn, we will be able to buff it like crazy.
Alright, just start making it rain on him.
Yeah.
For the wilds.
All right.
Job done.
That'll hopefully put him into some sort of...
Yeah, I might be able to get it
frenzy
next
of
turn.
stupid
I
decision-making.
Sure do wish I had taunt though.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
If he
But,
can-
I mean, 5 damage is not terrible, but he could put something beastie out right now.
That's what I was afraid of. That's
Got the
it.
ability.
He won.
Really?
Yeah, I did. That hero power in his attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Dang it!
Nope. We're still at 2.
So
Oh, yeah.
close.
That's it. GG, well played.
Yeah.
Clap, clap, clap for you. That's a good game.
This is good TV.
I love it.
This is.
I love watching the crater that kind of looks like a butthole up here. It's like, hey, this is what happened to you. Do you
Pretty
feel
much.
it?
Do you feel that new butthole, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, that sounds gross.
I was gonna keep on going in that joke, but no, I feel like I'm good. I don't need to make that joke no more.
Which one?
Nah, we're just gonna move on. The world doesn't need more SpongeBob-based.
Weird porn jokes?
Yeah.
Malfurion versus Rexar.
So I really hoped I would get to Legend in this hour. So I'm a little disappointed in my performance, seeing as I'm still level
That's what she
25.
And that's what he said.
Let's see. Keep swipe. Get rid of swipe. Hope we'll get something good for the next few turns. What do you think?
I was on Twitter.
Oh, getting rid of swipe.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, no,
Can
definitely. Wait, what? Replaced. Hey,
That'll
not
work.
great, but
Yeah,
decent.
Could be worse. Nice, that's helpful. That means I can get that guy out this turn. I like that plan.
Job's done.
So I got my Death Rattle guy, my Golem boy, my Harvest boy. He is ready for fall. It's never too early for Halloween for this guy.
Never too early.
Oh, snap. Did you see who I'm playing against? It's Hamilton XP. Not only are we playing against
no.
Hamilton, but he's got XP.
Oh no!
There's
Does this make us Adam Burr, sir?
Adam Burr.
I hope you
Yep,
like my
that's what I said.
You know, famed villain of Hamilton, Adam Burr.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me.
I'm gonna go ahead and take out
I
his
will die
Raptor
on this hill.
boy. Who are you? What have you done with my
Adam
Morgan?
Burr, sir.
5 shame. No, he hurt my Harvest boy.
Yeah, well.
It's because I'm Adam Burr. He knew. Wait a minute. No, that means I'm Hamilton. He just shot me. He just shot me.
See? This is a problem.
I'm gonna turn some tables. What do you think, Taunt
Tables
Boy?
turned.
Let's go with Taunt Boy. We're just gonna start blazing through this hell or high water at this point.
Because we're Adam Burr, and we're trying to desperately to reclaim the glory of our family's name after Aaron Burr killed Hamilton.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
sure.
that's what.
Why
Even
not?
though Aaron's an orphan,
No,
it's
none of
fine.
this- I mean,
Oh, this is bad.
he had a family. He does have a relative at somewhere who's still in politics. Oh yeah, he has a relative who is like a senator in South Carolina.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, he's kind of
Well.
a total ass.
Bye, Taunt. Later.
Yep.
Well, in the Hamilton musical, so was Aaron Burr, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Wow. So what is our 3? What does our 3 do?
It gives us health, so I don't super want to pull him out yet.
No, that's bad.
we
Empty
could
mana
do
crystal, probably?
2 damage.
What to do?
If we did the empty mana crystal, we'd have to use the hero power.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2 damage seems the best call.
Yeah.
What does his wolf buddy do?
He also gives buffs. Both of them give buffs.
Okay, then kill wolf buddy first,
Yeah.
because at least he can get out of here,
Yeah.
and then we can focus later on Monkey Man.
And
Yeah, that's
how
not
many
bad.
how many games has this been? Is this game number 5?
I think
6?
so.
Yeah.
Either
this is
5 or
gonna-
4.
This is gonna do it for me after this one. Then we can
Okay,
chat.
that's fine.
Well, then we can end the stream. Podcast will happen.
Well, our post game
another
show.
time. Yeah. All right.
This is a weird one. I don't really know how to feel about this one.
Yeah, I think I want the mana crystal.
And then draw a
Or,
card.
well, or do that.
That's what I was thinking too, but nothing
Yeah.
really offers taunts, so there's nothing like.
No, but I can
That's
at
what I mean,
least
it-
do
there's-
this and then get rid of his buff. So I've got a decent guy. He's still got 2 attackers, but I've got a little bit of healing I can use next turn.
Okay. All right.
So I'm thinking next turn I'll use Wild Growth, get that empty mana crystal, go for card draw, and then
Change
get a
Minions
little
health to
bit
1. Great. I love that. That's
This
cute.
is man. I miss Classic
Yikes.
Hunter.
This is a
Classic
hefty
Hunter
buffer.
a lot.
Hefty buff boy. Bark boy.
Can't use him yet. Shoot.
Draw a card. Draw a
Yeah.
card first. See if we get something off the top.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
well,
okay.
I did that in bad order. Yeah. It's okay.
Yes,
Got
you
a
sure
bad
did.
card.
Oh, sure did. Well, wouldn't have mattered. Cool.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll get Bark Boy
Let's-
next time.
Bark Boy. So excited for Bark Boy. He's why I play this game.
Yeah.
Now.
He is the goat. He is the goat of this deck.
No,
For
he's
sure.
Bark Boy.
Oh, excuse me.
He's not a farm animal. Don't demean him as
He's
such.
a free man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's not.
That was a
quite
very
what I would've
interesting
done.
move.
Yeah, I would not have. I would have. Well, okay, he cleared my board, I guess.
Not what I expected, but he's
got
not
some
expecting
news for
Bark
you,
Boy.
though.
We got Bark Boy. Oh yeah, Bark Boy.
I was about to be like, yeah, come get some, but I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, don't taunt him like that.
Nah, because then he's just gonna like play 1 card and eliminate Bark Boy like everybody else is.
Not Snapjaw. Oh noes.
Sweet, he got rid of his own buffer, so I don't have to.
Okay.
Let's.
That was-
you know
that
what?
was
We're
cool.
gonna do this combo again.
Oh, 2 Bark Boys? Oh no. Okay, never mind. I see what you're doing.
No, 2 Bark Boys.
Ignore me.
I do
That's
like.
too many
oh,
Bark
what
Boys.
is this? Draw 3 cards, reduce their cost to 0. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh my.
For the wild.
We're gonna try that next turn and just see how that one goes.
Boop in the snout. Wondrous wand.
I wish it was the turn all your stuff into legendary minions card.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate that card.
Yeah,
But,
that was a
you
good
know,
one.
this could be really helpful. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yep.
I'm still okay with this. Still very okay with this. Although, wow, he's really milled the deck pretty bad.
Yeah, he's Classic Hunter has a lot of a decent bit of low cost reasonable
That was
power
such
cards.
a dumb move.
that
What are
buffs
you
stuff.
doing?
Yeah. Yeah, poor guy.
That was not wise.
Let's just see what
Yikers.
happens with this.
No, don't do Wrath. Don't do Wrath.
Oh.
Do the Wondrous Wand first.
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay, cool.
Well-
It's Twitch hangs back a little bit, so I just want to
Oh,
make sure.
yeah, yeah.
Just throw all that bitch out there.
Oh my boys.
Safeguard.
And now we can. Oh no, we can't. Damn. I thought we could still do Bark Boy. It's fine.
No, not quite.
It's fine. I'm fine. You could do
I'm
some hefty
gonna-
damage.
I'm going to go and kill his Crocolisk.
I like it. Like it.
We're going to do that.
Goodbye.
We're going to get the Geomancer out just because we can. And do that way. Oh, I just realized I could have done more damage if I had actually played Geomancer sooner because I'm good at this game.
Yeah, that is.
We're just going to attack. And I don't want to put the cart before the horse here. I think we might have this one.
We might. It's a high probability. But you never know. These two cards just could be like game enders somehow.
They sure do look like it.
Well, it's not. I don't love that.
All right.
But
there
he's
it
also
is.
handless now. Well, I thought I could see.
Okay.
Well, goodbye.
Well, got a whopping 2 wins.
2 wins.
Ooh, extra 10 coins.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, that has been our Hearthstone episode. I hope you weren't expecting anything good.
Because that was not.
Nope, certainly was not. So
Because
thanks
we're
for
not good
tuning
at this
in.
game.
This is no, we're not. Peter will do the follow-up Hearthstone episode where he is at Legend, and I'm committing him to this so that he can't back out.
I like this.
Yeah. So then we'll provide the color commentary and give him the really bad advice on what to do. Yeah, I feel like that could be pretty entertaining.
That's a good
Like
one.
get him up above any high, like the highest rank he's ever gotten to, and then just really encourage him to throw all that progress away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been 2 More Tryhards. Y'all keep trying hard out there. You can find me on Twitter at ThatGuyJordan.
Yep. And I am at Bearded Catholic on Twitter, and you can find us on Twitter at 2 More Tryhards as the collective threesome
Yes,
that is the 2 More Tryhards.
Three-headed monster that is 2 More
Hydra.
Tryhards.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's it.
Bye.
That's all we got.
I'm so glad you still have the energy to make the intro. I just don't do it anymore. Like I don't have the energy for it most days.
One of us has to. Eventually, we're going to lose the rights to that fair use music, and we're just going to have to do it every single time. Anyway, let's get to the podcast.
Yeah, we do podcasts. We take things seriously here. Welcome to 2 More Tryhards with your 3 co-hosts. We got the Tryhard trio up in this piece. Mr. J-Man, do you want to introduce... Mr. J, do you want to introduce yourself with your Twitter?
I was going to try and pull out a Joker impression, but I don't want to insult Mark Hamill by trying to do a bad job. I'm Jordan. I'm on Twitter at ThatGuyJordan. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm
2
Morgan.
recordings in a row.
Oh, dang.
In a row. Look at that.
I'm Morgan at Bearded Catholic on Twitter.
I'm Peter. I'm Nerd Well Rounded. I saw Mark Hamill's star on the Walk of Fame, and I was like, I pointed out to the kid, and I figured he'd be all excited. And he's like, "Who's that?"
And you wept.
And I did a little bit, and I was like, "It's Luke Skywalker. You're always talking about Star Wars. What do you mean you don't know who that is?" And he's like, "You got to tell me who the characters are. I don't know anybody's real names. Like, I should just know that."
Yeah. Fairness, Papa, you should. So I just realized we're supposed to be talking about video games, and we're just getting super sidetracked. So
I
maybe
like video games. Do you guys like video
I
games?
love Vidya. I call them.
Do you guys want to talk about video games?
Some Vidya games. I'm down.
Video games? Let's
Vidya
talk about
games.
some video games. How about we talk about Hearthstone?
Here's
It's
the
pronounced-
name.
How you pronounce
It's pronounced
this?
Hearthstone.
I got to
I've always
Legend
called it Hearth.
after an
It
hour
is
of
Hearthstone.
play.
I hate it when people call it a Hearthstone. That was the hardest part of playing WoW with like young people. What's a Hearthstone? It's a Hearthstone. Takes you to the hearth.
So basically, we played Hearthstone for about an hour or so, and me and Morgan got pro. Let's just not be around the bush. We are pro Hearthstone players.
Yeah, we destroyed the competition.
What rank
Yeah,
did you guys get to?
we really
Did you play ranked or casual?
We play ranked. We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
We made it.
We don't mess
We made
around.
it all the way up from the beginning to rank 25.
Yeah.
So
How many
I'd say
stars?
we did pretty well.
I think we got 2 stars.
Two stars.
Yeah, nailed it.
We were
I got the
2-star
number.
rank 25. We got all the way to rank 25 1-star, and then did it all over again.
Fucking
And
killing it.
prestiged up to 2-star.
Murdered it.
Hearthstone Prestige. I dig it.
Yeah, we were basically beasts. I'd like to think I was the brains of the operation, but that's wholly incorrect.
Well, I think you were, because I was at the helm, but there was very little that I did without seeking your guidance and your wisdom.
Yeah, you know what I watched? If nothing else, I've got to give it to you guys for being able to make like coherent decisions during your turn timer. Like most people,
Actually, that's really true.
Pilot, most people have a lot of trouble.
I didn't even think about that.
Think similarly and talk similarly, so the communication was pretty easy.
Yeah, we were pretty seamless on that. That was nice. I didn't even think about it.
We ran up. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of streamers do that for like arena and stuff, and I swear every turn is like, oh, rope, just do something, rope, and that's 90% of what you hear.
Yeah, we did.
We never even had to do that.
No, we had rope a couple of times, but we knew what we were doing, so it was actually really pleasant.
We really knew what we were doing.
We were of sound mind and body.
Anyway, yeah. So we're bad at Hearthstone.
Yeah, we're terrible. Although we did. Let's point this out. We did choose a class that both of us were completely inept with.
Which one did you play? I don't remember.
Druid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were completely inept,
Anyway, yeah, we played Druid, and neither of us really knew at all what was going on. We're used to playing. Morgan, you said you're more used to Mage and you said Rogue and who else?
Rogue and Mage, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah, Mage was my first 20, and then I started down the path of the Rogue.
The Rouge.
But yeah, like this was my first time back in Hearthstone for like the past year and a half. Like it's been a long time.
Yeah, same.
Like a really long time. And thankfully not much had changed. But like the fact
we were just using the classic Druid deck, so it's the same.
The classic deck or the base Druid deck?
Base.
Okay.
Base Druid.
I think it was classic, actually.
Was it really?
The classic deck recipe has Cenarius, and I think it has a Malfurion card in it too.
No, because we had to swap out cards, and I think it must have been classic.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, we were only missing, I think, 2 cards, so we swapped out Baron Geddon and...
I don't think it's that we were missing them. I think we had to like swap them out because they were wild, right?
No, that's why we had to swap out, because I was missing the 1 legendary and something else. Yeah,
that's exciting.
But we had Bark Boy, and that really
he was a tough boy.
It was Hearthstone: The Adventures of Bark Boy.
Yeah,
is that the 8/8 with taunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bark Boy was a big
Iron
boy.
Bark Protector.
Yeah,
I think
he's a big boy. He's a tough boy.
He was our favorite boy, he was the reason we won, and the reason we were able to prestige twice and get to 2 stars on rank 25 in Hearthstone.
And
best boy.
Bark Boy was definitely best boy, without a doubt. And then we had Treasure Chest Boy, and he helped us in a couple of occasions, which was interesting.
It's a legendary. It's
he's a 6/6.
6/6.
And he creates
a treasure chest for your opponent. He creates a treasure chest for your opponent. It's a
0/8
chest.
The Goblin Pirate guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
Sword Boy.
Yeah, he was good for us in a couple of rounds. I wouldn't say he was universally phenomenal, but yeah, if we could get him and Bark Boy out at the same, like roughly the same time, it was peaches.
Yeah, that card usually struggles to find a whole lot of play if it's not in a heavy pirate synergy deck.
Yeah, I can see that.
And as far as legendaries go, I feel like it's pretty situation contingent. Like it does not help you instantly when you get it on the board.
No,
because it's a tech card.
Sure. Yeah.
Did you say tech?
Yeah, situational.
Yeah.
If we had Bark Boy on the field the turn prior, getting that out was great, because then we can open the treasure chest immediately.
Yeah, and then it would give us card. One time, I think it was one of the games that we won, it replaced our hand with all legendaries, and our hand was, we had 3 cards, 3 legendaries, like out the gate, with 10 mana crystals to be able to spend. Like it was great. It was really nice. Yeah. But it wasn't always kind.
No. I think the ones we wound up winning were against the people who were using
Classic Hunter.
Classic Hunter, because I recognized all the cards, and Morgan recognized a bunch of them too.
Yep.
It's just all the base Hunter cards, which are pretty easy to navigate around, because they're just going to try to go for your face. Yep. Or not, as was the case oftentimes, which was kind of nice, because they made a bunch of mistakes and let us win.
Yeah, I think the times that we did when we were actually playing against fairly incompetent players, like the times we universally lost, we were playing against priests who knew exactly what they were doing. Paladins, pardon me. Paladins who knew what they were doing. Like I'm pretty sure every loss was against a paladin.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then every win was against a hunter.
Yeah.
Which, you know, kind of raises some questions in my mind about balance, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like I understand that tendency. I also don't know if we played enough to really assess that. But
Yeah.
How many games did you guys play?
5, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
5.
Yeah.
Either 4 or 5. I can't.
And you were getting beat by
It was
paladins?
Yeah, pretty consistently.
Okay, so I am the odd man out here in that I
he's
play
got the meta.
a substantial... Well, I don't so much lately. I'm starting to again, but I played a metric ton of Hearthstone. I got myself... I think the best rank I ever got to was 5.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
But so as far as balance goes, I'm looking at the meta snapshot on Tempo Storm, which is always relatively reliable. You guys are playing Wild, you said?
No,
Standard. Playing Standard. Okay, looking at Standard, we have 1 Paladin deck in Tier 2, no Paladin deck in top tier, no Paladin deck in Tier 3, no Paladin deck in Tier 4. So I got to jump in here and put in my 2 cents as far as looking at the variety of decks you played.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really get a great picture of what the balance of the overall meta and the overall game looks like until you start hitting like rank 18 or 17.
That's fair.
I don't know how it looks now, because when I stopped playing, the ranking system was actually entirely different.
That doesn't surprise me.
They changed it?
Yeah, it changed. I
changed
wanna
a lot,
say,
dude.
like 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. But the way it used to be is you started at rank 25, you get you wouldn't lose stars until rank 20, 25 to 20. You needed 2 stars to get to the next level, and then for the next set of 5 it was 3, and then after that it was 4, and then after that it was 5.
That's true.
Now, in order to make it a less grindy experience, it's just 5 stars per level.
Yep.
And I think they just knock you down like 5 levels every season.
Okay.
So they changed that. So I don't know what impact that has on when you start seeing meta decks. I'd imagine it's still probably towards the lower end of the ladder before you really start seeing like heavy meta decks, where you start seeing the expensive rogue combo legendary decks, the really aggressive decks that actually have the high win rates, when you start seeing the broken like 60-40 win-loss ratios versus the general 50-50 you can get from average play, I guess.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
But I'd imagine also at the same time, now that you only have to win 5 games instead of get to rank 20, you can probably start seeing meta decks even a little bit sooner. People are probably stopping their play since they get their card back at rank 24 now.
Yeah, I mean, every paladin that we played had some sort of buff for their main hero skill. As one of their legendary cards.
Yeah.
And so immediately they had kind of this upper hand that we just did not, due to their synergistic nature. Yeah, it was interesting at the very least, and it's nothing like, in a weird way, it's still Hearthstone. Like a lot of things have changed, but at the same time, it's almost like nothing's changed.
Yeah, it's it keeps a very similar flavor. It always stays familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think is something that is very much like a Blizzard trademark. Like, it's whatever you're playing has a very similar flavor. I think the only change up has been Diablo.
Was the legendary you guys kept saying that Paladin deck possibly Baku the Moon Eater if your deck has only odd
Was it
cost
a
cards?
wolf man?
It looks like
Actually-
a big old snake guy.
We actually wound up getting 2, and one of them was the even cards, and one of them was the odd cards. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that
because
was
the
actually kind of
odd Paladin
back-to-back.
is actually the 14th ranked meta deck right now.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Which buffs your hero power
Yep.
if you have only odd cost cards in your deck. And it looks like it plays pretty aggressive too. Mostly 1 and 3 cost cards.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm wondering if this might be an interesting opportunity. Morgan, I know that Peter and I have played more consistently than you, and I won't speak for any interest you might have in continuing to play. But since we're at the last day of the month, Peter, you were talking about maybe playing more Hearthstone and like actually trying to grind out to see how high you can get and do a follow-up episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if 2 or 3 of us do that, that might make for an interesting assessment.
Follow-up
You
towards
has
the end of next
so
month.
many cards and like much more ability to create a reasonable deck. I have very little in the standard realm just because I don't play.
Same.
So that's
Yeah.
what's interesting is I've been out of the game long enough that I actually don't have a very substantial standard pool anymore.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I bet a lot of your stuff is wild at this point.
I could probably make a halfway decent wild deck, which honestly, by the time I got towards the end of my playtime, I actually had a little bit of a preference for wild, just because having that many wild interactions, and I love Dr. Boom. Anybody that has played Hearthstone knows that name.
You mean because he's the person in charge of the new expansion?
That too, but no, I was thinking more along the lines of Dr. Seven.
This all means nothing to me.
Same.
So, that makes me so sad. Dr. Boom was in the Goblins vs. Gnome expansion, and a lot of people credit that card for the reason we have standard and wild formats now.
Oh, jeez.
In that he was a 7-mana 7/7, so he had fair stats for his cost.
Okay.
But he also popped out 2 1/1s
Oh.
that, when they died, dealt 2 random damage to an enemy target.
Oh my gosh.
So he was just incredibly overpowered. Right out of the gate, their very first expansion, they had just awful power creep. So it took away cards just right out of the gate. I think it was one of the golems, not the giants, the golems, was a 7/7 for 7. And there wasn't a reason to play 2 of them anymore because you had Dr. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
So they sort of broke the game right out of the gate, and they had to implement the wild and standard formats to fix it, basically. Make it viable in a long-term sense instead of going with what they did with the Grand Tournament and trying to introduce new keywords that ultimately just nobody cared about. They didn't get use. Joust was originally really something very much looked forward to, but was so, even for Hearthstone, like a very RNG based game, was so difficult to count on getting anything useful that
Was Joust the one where you draw each?
you each
card
draw
from
a
your
card,
deck?
and if you fulfill the circumstance, you get to keep the card.
Gotcha.
So it
Just
swung.
seems like a
What's
bad
really
mechanic.
interesting to me about
It
Grand
was.
Tournament is Inspire anywhere else besides Grand Tournament
Nope.
that you know of?
TGT.
That seems like a really, really interesting one to me that didn't wind up. I feel like it worked, and maybe it's my own limited experience of the game. But having a card that interacts with you using your hero power, that's a really interesting mechanical device to me, especially since it kind of encourages more use of hero power. And I'm surprised that it wasn't as well received.
So that's something I agree with. I thought it was a really clever and interesting mechanic, but that was another one of the situations where they couldn't make up for the power creep by introducing a new mechanic. The mechanic had to be overpowered to counter the power creep, so it didn't see
Got
use. It was something where you could play something that was statted better, costed better, and get ultimately the same sort of effect, whereas getting a 1-mana ping or a 1 damage ping with the mage, or getting the 2-mana 2 damage to the face with the hunter, it basically, you took the card and you added 2 mana to it, and it broke the costing of it. So the mechanic was really good. I think it needed to be implemented a little bit different. When you started doing things that decrease the cost of your hero power, or if you played Justicar or True Heart, that was a really popular card in the meta for a while, where it upgraded your hero power, but it kept the cost of it the same. So if you're playing Warrior, instead of getting 2 armor, you get 4 armor.
Oh, jeez.
Things like that. So to get a lot of use out of the Inspire keyword, you had to do a lot of setup to be able to make much use of it. And at that time, that was still when Face Hunter was at the latter end of it being viable as a ladder deck, but it was still very aggressively trended at the start of seasons, so you just never got your setup. I know personally for me, I really enjoy playing control decks. Like the day I was able to put together a really heavy control warrior, and I had no problem. Hearthstone, you think like I'm gonna play 3 or 4 minute games.
Peter, just really quick like, depending on our audience, maybe they don't know what a control deck is.
Okay. So in most
Me
trading
included.
most trading card games, decks will fall into one of 3 categories. These are like the loosest categories. You've got an aggro deck, which in terms of Hearthstone in particular, you're not going to have games go past like 5 or 6 turns for each player.
Yeah.
You burn them down as quick as you can. This is typically druid decks, hunter decks, because they've got that ability to swing with their hero power either straight at face quickly, or they can adjust costs of minions, and they don't do much as far as protecting themselves. You slap cards down and you just run into their face as quick as you can. You've got mid-range decks, which tend to play a longer game. They're more versatile in that if you want to play them in a face style, you can towards the start. If you find you're needing to play a longer game, you can get away with doing that. But they tend to have more minions. You start thinking about having effective trades. You think about having synergies. It requires a little bit more thought. And then you've got a control deck, which could be anywhere from just winning a war of attrition. There was a really popular deck called Mildruid for a while. The way you won is you just blew through your opponent's deck as quick as you could. You made them draw card after card after card, and eventually their hands fill up, they can't draw cards anymore, and they start losing health because they don't have cards to draw anymore.
Oh, geez.
So it's just a straight up war of attrition. Depending how you play, it could be a 15-turn game. It could be a 45-turn game.
Oh, gosh, that sounds awful.
Gross.
But they also tend to be the most involved.
Filthy blue player.
They also tend to be more involved, the control decks. When you play a control warrior, you want to build up your armor, you want to build up your health, you want to put up beefy minions with taunt, you want to get the most trades swung in your favor. Basically, if you're playing a control warrior deck, you're wanting to get probably 3 minions killed for every minion you're putting down, at the very least 2. If you're trading 1 for 1, you're not fully utilizing your control deck.
Jeez.
So for me, control was always really fun. I played blue in Magic. I was that guy. And
you're the reason I don't play Magic with you.
yeah, well, that and it's expensive.
You're the reason
yeah,
I don't
I
play
don't know if we
Magic
can-
with you.
I don't know if we can say that while we're talking about Hearthstone.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, TCGs by their very nature, and I could go off on that for a while, but TCGs by their very nature are pretty expensive.
Yeah, so that's something we can get into too. I don't remember where I was going with control decks.
I think you were just explaining them.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
And how you favored
Oh
them.
yeah, playing on ladders. Towards the start of the season, you'll see a lot of aggro decks.
Yeah.
Because they just want to blow through as much of it as quick as they can. Then when
Right.
you get to rank 5, you start hitting the heavy meta decks that aren't going to give you quick wins, but they'll give you reliable wins. If you win 2 games really fast, but then you lost 4 later, like, you're not really saving time.
That
So
tracks.
you start seeing the meta decks probably a little bit sooner in the rankings now, given how they made those adjustments.
Interesting.
Yeah, this game's a lot deeper than it looks at face value, given you've got the zany Warcraft characters, and I want to say you've even got a couple of like Starcraft, Warcraft crossover things. I think you've got the Space Marine Murloc is one of the cards.
Well, I mean,
What? I need it.
in complete fairness, like, I don't think that you can have a TCG that doesn't have depth of mechanics.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have enough for people to keep buying.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, if it's not deep enough, then there's not going to be enough of a reason to keep buying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's something really interesting that speaks to both something like Hearthstone and Magic, and I include those just because they're the things I have the most familiarity with. Like,
And they're also very
Consistently-
similar.
yeah, and they are quite similar. And what's super interesting is both have influenced each other at this point. Like, I can't remember what it is, that there is a Magic, some kind of Magic keyword that happened. No, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Hearthstone keyword or ability that is now effectively being used in Magic.
Really?
And Hearthstone. I'll have to do some research because there's something where they added something new in Magic, and I was like, this Hearthstone had this.
Oh my god, that makes me
Meanwhile-
so happy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hearthstone just added in lifelink in this most recent expansion.
Yeah.
Which is super interesting to me. But the consistent updates, the consistent ability to take a really solid core base game and add complexity to it, and being that it's online, they can do adjustments. I was going to say on the fly, but it's like every few months to say, like, we're going to make this cost less so that it's still usable, and we're going to enforce new standard rules because Dr. Boom broke our game.
Yeah.
Whereas Magic, they just have to say, you can't play this card because you can't make an update to a card that's already
Yeah.
been printed.
Yeah, I had no idea that Magic took a Hearthstone keyword. That
I'm
just
gonna-
warms my heart. At this point, like, you've got to be kidding yourself if you think every like major trading card game right now wasn't heavily influenced by Magic in
Oh,
some
yeah,
aspect
absolutely.
of it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
just, there's absolutely no way.
I found that ability, Peter.
What is it?
Enrage.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that
Yeah,
wasn't in
almost-
Magic.
Almost verbatim. Yeah, Enrage is a creature-exclusive ability word indicating that abilities that trigger whenever that creature is dealt damage.
Oh, that makes
So
me
it-
happy. I had
it's
no idea.
literally the exact same function as in Hearthstone, where if a creature is dealt damage, it causes an effect.
Huh.
Yeah,
That
Like
makes me so
it
happy.
debuted in Ixalan block, which doesn't do much to you guys, but it's the one that came out last year ish. Yeah, so literally the same title and mechanical effect as Enrage in Hearthstone, which is super interesting to me that they're not even trying to call it something different. They found something that worked, something that's good. They're willing to adapt it into their game.
So anyway, we've sort of rambled about Hearthstone. We should probably get to the actual review portion of it.
We rambled about Hearthstone. Sorry, I blacked out for about 40 minutes there.
Hey, we've only been doing this for 30.
Yeah, I'm including the stuff that wasn't on this podcast.
All right. So 0 to 2 tryhards. How much did you enjoy playing Hearthstone again, Morgan?
It was more how hard is it to have fun with Hearthstone, I think, is really like the statement, the question. And it's not difficult to have fun with Hearthstone. I'd give it probably a 0.5. Like I think that trading card games as a whole are really fun, but if you don't like card games, it's kind of a non-starter. But and so like I include the 0.5 in that alone. I think Blizzard, as we've talked about previously in other podcasts, makes really approachable games, and I think Hearthstone is no different. So for me, it's a 0.5 in terms of how difficult it is to enjoy. What about you, Peter?
Nice.
I'm fully in the 0 camp. I love this game. I
so
started
shocked.
playing it right. I started playing it in the beta actually, and I just
Back in my day.
Yeah. Playing on my Windows X machines.
Gross. Are you allowed to say Windows XP on a modern podcast?
I think it's like a curse on our podcast from here forward.
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah. You mean this podcast is going to stop being successful?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we ever started, so maybe we just never will.
More coming in than going out at this point. I started playing it, like really playing it in 2014, and I hit rank 20 every month up until this past April.
Jeebus.
And I sort of fell off there because I had some life stuff going on, but now that I've got a lot of my life stuff figured out,
it's back to the grind, baby.
It's updated on my phone. I actually started playing some of the single player modes today, and I'm back to the point where I'm trying to clear out a quest or two every day so I can start just stockpiling and build that collection back up.
We got the time for that shit. You make the time for that shit?
It's not necessarily even that I make the time. I've played it enough that I'm familiar with the ways to do it quickly. So like I have an aggro druid deck, and I have a face hunter deck, and I have a mid-range hunter deck. With a little bit of familiarity, you can figure out how to do it that doesn't require quite as much time. When I first started playing, like I had played 20 to 30 games before I hit rank 20, just because I didn't know what I was doing. And it's another one of those things where you get as much out of it as you put into it. I started listening to a podcast.
0.
Yeah. I started listening to The Angry Chicken once a week, and just the little bit I gleaned from that, I was able to put together a competent face hunter deck, and all of a sudden, like, I was winning up to rank 20 in a streak.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and ask the question because you're kind of already leading into it, and I'll give my answer in just a second. But to that end, how hard is it to get good at Hearthstone? After all that time and you put into it listening to a podcast and developing that facehugger deck.
Okay, why don't before we get there, I'll answer once you tell me about your thoughts on how hard it is to enjoy it.
0 out of 2 tryhards to enjoy it. Super fun, and playing with Morgan was way better than playing by myself. I'm done. Your turn.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So again, I cannot emphasize enough. It's really what you want to put into it. There are a lot of really accessible resources, and I think I talked about this with Diablo 3 also, the other Blizzard property we've talked about. That if you want,
we've talked about 4 Blizzard properties on this podcast.
That's true. Like the specific game podcast, we did a Diablo one. There are websites out there that will tell you exactly what item to put in what slot and how to reroll that item to maximize your damage output. If you want to play Hearthstone like a robot, there's a website called tempostorm.com that is run by professional Hearthstone players that will tell you exactly what the best decks are, what their win rates are against other decks, what cards you want to substitute in what circumstances, and you don't even have to think. You just have to grab the card out of your hand and put it down. And you can be some level of successful. If your goal is to create interesting decks by yourself, this is a very difficult game to get good at if you're not really familiar with TCGs.
Yeah,
So
and I
if-
would say comparing it to Magic again, it's actually more difficult than something like Magic in terms of deck building.
Yeah, well,
Because
you
I
look
think-
at
I think
Magic.
okay, I was just going to say, like, Magic has been around for so long, and they are well aware of the difficulty spike in new players being able to play with a pre-constructed deck and then trying to make one on their own.
Mhm.
And that's been an ongoing conversation for like the last decade of how do we help people bridge that gap.
How do we
So they
bring
have
in
a
the new
benefit.
blood?
Well, actually, yeah, that's a major conversation for Magic because they want to continue bringing in new players all the time because that's what keeps something viable. And at this point, I don't know the stats, but there are a lot more newer players than legacy players in
interesting.
the
That
overall Magic
surprises me a
scene.
lot.
Yeah, the difference between who competes at competitive Magic and who plays just like tabletop casual
Kitchen
Magic,
table
like
Magic.
yeah, it's much more varied than you would expect.
Interesting.
And Wizards has put a lot of effort into trying to invest into newer players. So all of the old seasoned players are like, no, you're ruining my game, but like they're not. The game's not built. It's not built solely to develop the competitive scene because that's
Mhm.
going to exist no matter what. And they do invest in the competitive game, but they're also investing in new stuff. Anyway, all that said, they've had 25 years worth of product to use and to cultivate and to develop. I don't know if Hearthstone is quite there yet in making decks easy to build
So
and
that's
developing new synergy.
that's something that I was really impressed with how Blizzard has adjusted and changed course so quickly. When I was playing in the beta, like I didn't have a clue, like at all. I actually really disliked Hearthstone during the beta because a lot of the vanilla cards are just stat blocks. And trying to figure out how to utilize those stat blocks with your hero powers in a new game with, again, I came from Magic, having all of a sudden just a steady stream of mana where you used to think like, well, I want to have it pretty heavily weighted into lower cost cards so I can ramp out cleanly to, just being able to count on mana. What Hearthstone did, and they did struggle with this a little bit at the start, with the pace at which new sets came out, there was always a little bit of a curveball in trying to make new decks. Once they got onto the steady stream of this is how many adventures we're putting out each year, and this is how many new sets we're putting out each year, to when they change course again to we're only putting out new sets and there's single player content if you want it, and then including the deck recipes as well.
The deck recipes were one of my favorite additions that they made. That was the thing where, as I'm playing, it was the first time that I feel like I finally understood why decks worked well together.
Yeah, and seeing them on a functional level rather than the minutia that you'd get in a deck built by a professional player, it made deck building accessible rather than just this game is accessible. So as far as getting good, if your goal is to have a good time, is to feel like you're good at this game, I'd say with minimal effort, it's probably a 1. If you're willing to go and consume some podcasts, you're willing to look at a meta deck list, I'd put it down probably to like a half point. If your goal is to hit legend, it's 2 all the way. Like it's not just a matter of being good at the game, it becomes a huge time commitment at that point as well. Because the legend players, I think, are the top like 0.05% of all the players that play Hearthstone. So it's a huge commitment. So if you hit that point, you really are a really effective player, not just in deck building, but in utilizing time and choosing decks. Because at that point, you're not just thinking about, well, how am I going to play my Face Hunter deck well? It's looking at, okay, I've played 3 Zulocks in my last 10 games, 2 mid-range paladins, a Face Hunter.
The only one who knows what those words mean.
That's what I'm trying to get at, is you've got to look at a lot of minutia, looking at the compositions of these decks, looking at how frequently you face them, and figuring out what decks are most likely going to be usable to counter for it.
No thanks.
So at that point, like
Pass.
it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's ridiculous. It's something that I really want to try at some point, but even just getting to 5 was a huge slog for me. A fun slog, but it stopped being fun at 5.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing at 5.
So Morgan, hearing all that, 0 out of 2 tryhards, how hard do you feel it is to get good as someone who played a bit at the beginning, but this was your first foray back in a long time.
They've changed a lot since when I first started playing. So you can acquire new packs without spending a dime, which I think is a huge deal, because before you had to buy single player expansions to get new cards, you had to buy booster packs to get new cards, and now there's a feasible way to gain more cards without paying a cent. So I think that's a huge deal. And
the pacing's a lot better now for it too.
Yes. So I think that should not go unnoted. That being said, TCGs are something that I have kind of blotted out of my life, trading card games as a whole, because I look at them as essentially just great money sinks and time sinks, and at the end of the day I'm not really willing to put either in. So with Hearthstone, as with most trading card games, I think in order to get good, like really good, it's a 2, because you have to be able to put it in that time. You have to be able to put in, some sort of currency, in whether that be time or money, in order to be competitive enough. And that's just competitive enough. We're not talking, the legacy players. I'd be so curious to see their bank account information and how much money they put in Hearthstone.
So actually, I can actually speak to that. Typically what they'll do is they'll just buy packs so they have all of them.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's
hundreds of dollars every 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, no thanks. That like physically I'm so displeased by hearing that. Like I can't explain how much that annoys me. So yeah,
there's one thing I appreciate about Magic is at least when the new sets come out for Magic, I think with the exception of the really, really big money cards, like you can get a full set for like $100.
Right.
That said, that's still like $100 every 3 months, and then if you want to get the money cards, they are just crazy expensive.
Yeah. Well, unless you get them in a booster, but then it's quote unquote a lottery, essentially gambling. And that's at the end of the day, like that's how I feel about trading card games. They kind of make me ill. I'm not a huge fan, but I do know what it takes to get good at them, and that's why I'm not a huge fan of them. Like it's not a rat race I want to run. So
yeah, makes sense.
So, J-Man, Mr. J, have we gotten your opinion?
You're about to.
I was gonna say I don't think we've heard it yet.
So I'm gonna say 1.5 tryhards, just like full stop. I'm feeling like right in the middle of both you guys.
Interesting.
It's just it's a nice little Jordan sandwich, and you guys are just cuddling right up against me on either side.
I mean, nothing new.
Yeah, I know exactly. I think for me, I have done some research in Hearthstone. I have gone on to Tempo Storm. I have developed decks. I have spent a minimal amount of money on this game, if any at all. I don't remember. I'm sure I've bought some packs at some point, but I've never paid the $50 preseason to get 50 packs or whatever it is. And I have been able to play this game and invest some time and feel like I actually know what I'm doing, and gotten to a point where I feel like I have a good deck. And it's always been one deck at a time, and then I'll get however high I'm going to get, and then I get bored because I start losing, and then I just lose interest. What I'm wondering now is, and I'm going to kind of see how this next month goes with the next season that comes out, without putting any money into the game, if having been off for a while, if I can develop a reasonably effective competitive deck in this current meta. And I'm skeptical based on how few cards I have relative to the deck recipes that are out there. And in order to really even figure out what I've got, I'm going to have to go download Innkeeper and build a Tempo Storm deck and invest some time into just trying to get past base level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it is definitely going to be an effort to get there. Not an unenjoyable one, but it will be an effort.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, that's my 1.5.
Yeah, we forgot the highs and lows of the stream.
Yeah, look at that.
So we're gonna do something a little backwards. Peter, you watched the stream, right?
I watched most of it.
Okay, Jordan and I have experienced the stream.
Sorry to interrupt. I am actually I am very short on time. I need to go play another Overwatch thing that I was supposed to do 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
I'm gonna do my highs and lows.
yeah, hit your highs and lows. Get it.
I'm gonna have to sign off probably, and I'll let you guys finish.
Okay,
if that's
fine.
Okay, thanks. Love you. So the high for me was just being able to find a meme while playing.
Yeah,
and a lot of that was just
Bark Boy.
me and Morgan bouncing off of each other.
Yep.
That was great.
No, it's so fun.
I can get excited about getting out an 8/8 with taunt in general, but just being able to laugh about it and riff on it, like I liked being able to make fun of Hearthstone while playing Hearthstone more than I did the actual act of winning.
Yes, same.
So that was a high for me.
Yep.
The low was going in with what I felt like was a moderate amount of experience and not even getting past rank 25 in 5 games.
Yeah.
I definitely expected to win more than we did.
Yeah.
Honestly, not getting past 25 in 5 games with that long of a delay and with the way it's currently set up, that's not bad. Like,
no,
it's not
but
shocking by any means.
Like, to be honest, like losing in such horrendous fashions like we did, it was a little disheartening. At least for me.
Fair.
So those are mine.
Oh, that's fair. That's
But
fair.
I definitely enjoyed myself, and I'm still going to keep playing Hearthstone because I do enjoy this game.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Fun and colorful and ridiculous.
True.
All those things.
I think we can release you from your prison now.
Bye, honey.
No,
Go.
it was a willful prison.
Go be gone.
I'm Jordan. You can find me on Twitter at
yeah.
that guy Jordan.
Bye, that guy Jordan.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone else. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Thanks,
You're
man.
the best.
Bye.
Mooches.
So we hit up our highs, we hit up our lows, we hit up.
Did you give your highs and lows, or are you just agreeing with Jordan?
Oh no, I didn't. I'm kind of on autopilot if I'm being completely honest.
That's all good.
High and low for me, right? So I think my low was the familiar feeling that I felt in Hearthstone many a times, which is the like building up a deck and then just getting completely creamed.
Yeah.
Which isn't abnormal, and it's not abnormal to the trading card scene in general.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like, knowing that doesn't make it feel any better.
Yeah, the most familiar like feeling in any trading card game is getting a concept for a deck and thinking like, yeah, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so
I'm gonna
good.
get this combo together every
I'm gonna
time
nail
because I
this
made
shit.
sure I put like 8 of each type of card in,
Yep.
and it's gonna happen every time, and I'm gonna be great. And then watching it just crumble
Yeah.
over and over, and then making an adjustment like, this time I'm gonna do it. It's gonna work.
This.
And then watching it crumble slightly less, but still pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are accustomed to that level of iteration that you get to be effective in a trading card game.
Yeah, there's a lot of failure before there's a lot of victory, unless you just get lucky and know the meta really heavily. So I think that was my low point. I think my high point, similarly with Jordan, was just being able to riff as hard as we did. Like it wasn't in playing the game because the game's really familiar and there wasn't a whole lot new, so to speak. But it was the aspects of just being able to make goofs. We made a lot of goofs.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the stream that I watched, and I say that with air quotes, I just listened to a lot of the stream, and like that was enough to get entertainment and enjoyment out of it. So yeah, I enjoyed just listening to you guys.
Yes.
My only low point that I can really think of from watching the stream is there were a couple of really questionable plays that I know I taught Jordan better. I absolutely know. There was one occasion where you guys you were getting ready to throw down a swipe on face, and you're going to knock out like 5/1/1 targets.
Yeah.
And like, no, we should wait. And Jordan's getting ready to put down a taunt. Like, no, we should wait on that too. And you guys throw down a Yeti.
Yeah,
and then,
I think I remember exactly
and
what
then
you're
the
talking
next
about.
turn, he throws down a buff, and all of a sudden, you've got 2/2/2s, 3/3, 2/1/1s.
Yes.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, just your swipe has like minimal impact when it was a board clear the turn before.
Yeah, we got creamed.
So there were definitely a couple of occasions like, Jordan, I taught you better. You know better than to do things like that. But no, all in all, like it looked like you guys were enjoying it, which is ultimately what Hearthstone is for me. It's a pleasant community. It's a pleasant flavor. And again, fast enough pace that you don't get too slogged down in like a 60-minute Commanders match like you do in Magic.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think one of the things that we didn't mention that I think is really cool is Hearthstone's desire to get people together, which I think was really neat. Like, you can basically look for a group based on your Wi-Fi network and kind of what's near you. And I think, for me at least, like that could have longevity.
Yeah. Well, are you familiar with the Fireside gatherings?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I just didn't know the name of them.
Yep.
But yeah,
there you go.
like I think to me that can have a lot more longevity. That could bring the game to a new level for me of entertainment, where playing it alone really loses steam fast for me. So I'm very thankful for the new things that they've done. I think it's in a really great shape, and I'm at least decently interested in seeing what they're gonna do. So
Yeah, it's growing, which a lot of the trading card games that came out, the electronic trading card games, digital trading card games, they didn't grow, and you don't really hear about most of them anymore. I know with Elder Scrolls Legends, which I've also played, which is like, it's honestly a really fun game. Their lane mechanics are really interesting. The flavor is really good because it's Elder Scrolls, but it says a lot that they're dropping their initial developer and bringing in somebody entirely new after there just wasn't growth.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's pretty difficult to be truly competitive in such a frankly crowded market.
Yeah.
And especially digitally, like when you have somebody like Blizzard to contend with in like any category, really, you're facing a juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
Like there aren't any Overwatch like clones that have beaten Overwatch.
Remember Battleborn?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and the thing is, like, I loved the look of Battleborn. I never played it. I had no interest because I just wasn't like it. It didn't speak to me. And so it, like, when you're facing somebody like Blizzard, the only thing that you can hope to do, and I say this thinking specifically of like Torchlight 2, is mimic them well enough. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pay tribute without being a direct emulation of it.
Yeah, and when you're doing something like a trading card game, that's going to be really difficult.
Yep. Yeah. Remember, insert MMO name here, the WoW Killer?
Yeah. I think the only thing that pseudo stood up was EverQuest, but it was like in the dark depths of nerddom.
Yeah. Well, it also preceded it. So
it did. So I mean,
it
had. It was before WoW. It still is, which is surprising to me, and also kind of disappointing.
I saw an ad for that on Facebook.
I saw an ad for it on YouTube, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is EverQuest, and sure enough. But yeah, it's very rare that you're going to find somebody who can really beat Blizzard at their own game.
If you can be mentioned in the same breath, you're doing something phenomenal.
Exactly. Or at the very least, like, laudable. Phenomenal for me feels a little strong.
That's fair.
But very, very laudable for sure. So yeah, I mean, Hearthstone, it's good. Like that's pretty much all I have to say. It is what it is. It's a trading card game, and it does what it does well.
Download it on your phone. It's fun.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it for us at Two More Tryhards. You can find us on Twitch and watch the stream that we've talked about at twitch.tv/Two More Tryhards. You can find us on Twitter at Two More Tryhards, or on our various singular accounts. I'm at Bearded Catholic.
I'm at NerdWellRounded.
And if you like what you see, what you hear, please consider subscribing to us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Two More Tryhards. Anything that you're willing to help us with is phenomenal, because we love doing what we're doing, and we hope that you love hearing what you're hearing. Or on twitch.tv, you can subscribe to us because we put these out almost every Monday. We've had some life stuff that has come up that we have not been able to satisfy said quota, and I think we might have to change the time schedule a little bit because my schedule has now changed.
We'll figure it out.
But we'll figure it out. We will still be here. I think that's it. Is there something I'm missing?
If you're listening on iTunes, you should subscribe to it.
Yes.
And you should scroll down and you should leave a review.
Yes.
And
please.
if you're not using iTunes, I don't think there's anywhere for you to review.
No.
So you should send us an email at twomoretryhards@gmail.com and let us know how we're doing, what we can change, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Because we're winging it. We don't know what we're doing.
You can also use Twitter for that as well.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Twitter's an open forum for us.
Talk to us however you want.
And if you do like what you're hearing and think, hey, maybe a friend might like this, like, word of mouth is phenomenal for us especially. And if you can even just turn a friend on to us, we'd really appreciate it. Just let someone know, hey, this is a podcast I'm listening to. You might be interested, and plant the seed. The word of mouth goes a long way. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you to those who donate. It means so much to us to be able to continue doing this like we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's us at Two More Tryhards. I don't know that I could ever pleasure myself for long periods of time to Hearthstone, but I definitely still can. Just quickies.
I'm going to start pleasuring myself a lot to this game again.
I know.
So much. It's
time.
time.
I know.
It's time.
Yeah. Well.